Tonight, fuel scarcity surfaces in the Ilorin metropolis, filling stations under lock and key. Eucharistics out of Jesus Model College cost home with 2.5 million naira being champion of 2022 Kwara Tax Club competition. Correspondent examines compliance level on ban of foreign tomatoes paste in Ilorin. Plus, update from the world of entertainment and sports. Good evening. This is the Nigerian Television Authority NTA ILORIN News Tonight. I am Abdul Wahid Bibire. Fuel scarcity seems to be surfacing in the Ilorin metropolis as many filling stations are not selling, while the few ones dispensing are selling at higher prices. Aisha Abubakar Yahya has a situation report.
Fuel scarcity, which had been reported in Abuja, Lagos and some other parts of the country a few days ago, has now found its way to Ilorin, the Kwara State capital. Moving around Ilorin, I observed that filling stations belonging to major marketers are under lock and key, leaving only few independent marketers dispensing. In most of the stations monitored, a litre of petrol is sold for 220 naira. So, what is the reason for this latest scarcity and why high price?
Increase in the price of fuel is not the marketer's fault. It depends on the amount the marketers get it from the source. Government should regulate the price so that people will understand that marketers are not cheating the masses.
Taibat Yusuf resides at Adewale Estate in Ilorin. She laments how she could not get fuel from a single filling station all through Adewale and down to Taiwo Road until she got to Agric area before she could get at a high rate.
Since I left home, I've just been able to get a station with fuel. The stress we go through to get the fuel is not easy. So we want the government to do something about it.
The fuel is too expensive. We are suffering. Government should help us reduce the price.
But Akim Folorunsho is seeing the fuel scarcity as a collective responsibility to tackle, as many Nigerians always seize the opportunity to exploit one another.
Government cannot solve all the problem. But one thing that we should do is that if we have this thing, let us sell. If you have it, okay, why is this one selling? But go to the major marketers. You will not see them selling anything, and I don't know why.
Inasmuch as the likes of Akim are optimistic that a collective effort to solve the fuel scarcity problem, the appeal of the citizens is for government to do something urgent about the situation in order not to put an unending hardship on the masses. Aisha Abubakar Yahya, NTA News.
Despite the efforts of the Kwara State government at rehabilitating roads, many roads within the Ilorin metropolis are still in bad condition. Kautar Raji reports that residents are appealing for urgent government attention.
Good road network eases socio-economic activities, the mobility of people. That, however, is not the case for residents of some areas like Asadam, Sawmill, Agboba and Pakata, among others, as they lament on the negative impact of the road on their daily activities. I also observed that the failed portion of the Gerialimi underpass has not been fixed, and this is posing danger to residents as well as causing traffic congestion on the overhead bridge. Sakakayode, a resident that plies the road regularly, laments on the hardship he faces.
Honestly speaking, it's really affecting our cars. No, I'm not the only one that is being. It's affecting the whole community entirely, and any people living or passing through this road around this place is affecting them.
This road has become a death trap for motorists. The government should come to our aid.
Residents of Flower Garden area of Ilorin are also appealing to the government to fix some ditches on the road and to cover the drains along the road, which causes a lot of accidents in the area.
Because a lot of vehicles, they have accidents on this road. What they can do is that they should come in time to come and fix it before it gets worse more than this.
For now, government can only plead with residents of some areas yet to be touched to be patient.
With the rainy season that has just ended now, we'll move there and do some bit of palliative measures until we can fix it finally.
Kautar Raji, NTA News.
Eucharistic Heart of Jesus Model College has emerged winner of the 2.5 million naira cash prize for the 2022 Kwara State Internal Revenue Service Task Club competition. Olajide Bello reports that this was in the presence of the Executive Chairman, Shadi Omoni, the State Deputy Governor, Kayode Alabi, and representatives of schools from the 3 senatorial districts of the state.
The journey started with a total of 219 schools drawn from the 3 senatorial districts in a keenly contested competition that was eventually streamlined to 18 secondary schools. 50 multiple-choice questions bordering on taxation within Kwara State and current affairs set the tone for the CBT semi-final examination for the 2022 Tax Club quiz competition among 18 students drawn from the 3 senatorial districts, which eventually produced the final 6.
Is that your final answer?
High level of intelligence and research by the students came to bear as they slugged it out for this year's winner to emerge. At the end of the competition, Eucharistic Heart of Jesus Model College took the ace. For John Paul Arokoyo, a student of Eucharistic Heart of Jesus Model College who came first runner-up last year, it was determination and dint of hard work that paved the way.
We went through rigorous training. We stay after school to like 5 o'clock each day just to come first.
I'm so excited and I thank the KWIRS for giving us this opportunity.
The initiative that started in 2016 has birthed many developmental achievements with a view to boosting education and providing cutting-edge facilities to aid learning.
We need to proactively invest in tax practice and administration in order to build a very environment to make the business of taxation thrive at all levels of our endeavor.
You know, the needs of schools are quite plenty. And while government is doing a lot, we also need to be able to reward excellence. At the beginning of the session, we went through what has been done so far by those schools. And what we do is we don't just give them money. They tell us which product, and we are part of the process of implementing those projects.
The annual Tax Club quiz competition creates an interactive atmosphere for students to share ideas and contribute positively to the economic development of the country, with the possibility of building a career in taxation and other related areas of study. Olajide Bello, NTA News.
NTA ILORIN News Tonight continues after this time out.
Nigeria na we country, everything na the party, na woman be a choice. Nigeria na we country, everything na the party, na woman be a choice. Who be the president we need? Who be the president we go for?
People of Nigeria don't talk of them say na Asiwaju Bola Tinubu them want as president of Nigeria. Our country people get many reasons we make them all agree say na Asiwaju Bola Tinubu them choose for this president election. Yes, so Bola Tinubu na man we sabi. Anything we put in hand, he dey work wella. He do better work for Lagos State when he be governor. Till today, Lagos people still they enjoy from all the better things we jaburata for Lagos. People of Nigeria, he good to make we vote for who sabi. As it can't be so, make we all come out for election day and vote Bola Ahmed Tinubu as president of Nigeria. Vote Senator Kashim Shettima as the vice president. Vote APC, the party with the broom.
Who be the president we go for? Bola Tinubu.
Ọ̀gbẹ́ni lálòdé.
Dídé lálọ́sí lọ. Ọmọ fún ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ jẹ́ rechargeable fan níbi ìpolongo àjọyọ̀ ayọ̀ Glo ni o. Èèyàn mi, mo ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ jẹ́ sewing machine látọwọ́ Glo ni. Ṣé fẹ́ máa gbọ́ṣẹ́ Glo?
Ẹ wo ẹ̀bùn ńlá tí mo jẹ lọ́wọ́ Glo.
Glo ló ṣe yìí o. Ẹ ṣe.
Ẹbí ní ìjàmbá wọlé jàmbálẹ̀. Wọlé jàmbálẹ̀ o.
Ẹ káàbọ̀ sájọ̀dún Glo Festival of Joy. Testa 611 # láti darapọ̀ mọ́ wọn kó o sì kó nínú àwọn ẹ̀bùn yìí ti ayẹyẹ tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan nílé ayé ọmọ ìdẹ́yàn. Glo nìkan ló lè ṣe é.
Ọ̀gá landlord, ẹ̀yin náà wọ́n rí gbẹ̀mí náà débẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin náà lọ recharge Glo.
Ìfilọ́lẹ̀ Glo Festival of Joy.
Welcome back. The Kwara State Police Command has intercepted 3 trailers loaded with suspected marbles along Share, Saragi and Patiji areas of Kwara State. The breakthrough, according to a statement by the spokesperson of the Kwara State Police Command, SP Ajayi Okasomi, was based on the petition written by the indigenes of the affected communities on the activities of illegal miners in the area. The statement has that before the arrest, the illegal miners have created ecological problem and diversion of revenue, which is supposed to go into the cover of both the state and the federal government. The exhibits have been recovered to the police headquarters and the suspects have been interrogated and charged to court. The federal government in 2019 banned the importation of tomato paste with the aim at ensuring that food products that are substandard and harmful to the well-being of the citizens are not circulated within the country. 3 years into the ban of imported tomato paste, Kehinde Omolosho visited some markets in Ilorin metropolis to monitor the level of compliance.
Nigeria, according to research, is rated as the 14th largest producer of tomatoes in the world, second in Africa, and accounts for about 65% of all tomatoes that is produced in West Africa. Despite the potentials, Nigeria imports large quantities of tomato paste concentrates annually, valued at about $170 million. These concentrates are repackaged by manufacturing companies and sold in Nigeria. What then is the implication of this on the economy?
The taxation involved on those items, you see that it's indirectly telling you not to bring in. The concentrate, because you have the import duty, which is 10%, you have the 7.5% VAT on it.
If this has no negative impact on the economy, what does this have on the people?
The ban was on finished package retail tomato packs, and it provides NAFDAC a more closer regulatory scrutiny on the activities of the repackaging of the tomato paste.
But if there's no ban on tomato concentrate, how will the local producers who do not import concentrates cope with the marketing forces?
In fact, a lot of people will pride themselves as tomato farmers. So, and once they do that, more people will be employed in the processing factory, more people will be employed in the marketing value chain.
All our markets here, we don't sell the foreign one, all is local one, because we sell Nigerian products.
I sell this local tomato paste, and I think it's improving day by day. People patronize it.
The local tomato paste is okay, like they have the one for party jollof rice. I don't need much of the pepper.
Kehinde Eindero advocates favorable policies that will encourage more local production of tomato puree in the country to reduce waste recorded by tomato farmers. Kehinde Omolosho, NTA News.
David Adedeji Adeleke, popularly known by his stage name Davido, is among other Africans and Americans to be honored at the Afro Award in Los Angeles, California. Rachel Olaitan has details of these and more from the world of entertainment.
One of the most anticipated events of the year, Afro Awards 2022, will be broadcast live on Sunday from Los Angeles, California, USA, as Davido is one of the awardees. According to the founder and executive producer of Afro Awards, Mr. Taiwo Ojuala, the awardees are Africans and Americans who have distinguished themselves in their various fields of endeavor. He emphasized the main focus of the award was to support people who had demonstrated exceptional humanitarian excellence in various fields. Meanwhile, the soundtrack of Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, has set the light for listeners as it features some of the finest artists around the world. It features over 40 international artists like Rihanna, Teams, Fireboy DML and others as recorded in Lagos, Nigeria, Mexico City, London and Los Angeles. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever score album will be available on November 11, 2022. In under development, the release date for Nigerian international star Wizkid's much anticipated studio album, More Love, Less Ego, has been shifted to November 14 as he mourns Davido's son. Rachel Olaitan, NTA News.
David Twitter is standing by for update in the world of sports.
Rivers defeated Al Nas Benghazi 5-0 as a brace from Ebube Duru and 3 other goals ensured Rivers United a win against Al Nas. 5 goals were also recorded as Plateau United also defeated Al-Aqda at the Moshood Abiola National Stadium, ending the match 4-1 against Al-Aqda. Also, Kano Pillars and Safety Babes on Wednesday emerged as the winners in the men and women's category of the 2022 Prudent Energy Premier Handball League at the Indoor Sports Hall of the University of Lagos, Akoka. Playing in the last game of the final day fixture, Pillars drew 21-21 with Safety Shooters to end the league unbeaten. While in the women's class, Safety Babe lost their unbeaten run as they lost to Defender Babes 25-22 in a close contest. In another development, the Federal Executive Council has approved the National Sports Industry Bill proposed to it by the Ministry of Youth and Sports Development. The policy outlines an effective means of improving the funding of sports, deleting the obligations of different tiers of government, the participation of the private sector and other stakeholders in sports. David Tuta, NTA News.
And our sports report wraps it up on NTA ILORIN News Tonight. Thanks for watching. Good night.